today we are doing the next 2 pages in Workbook 4. I just want to show you here at the bottom, I've written numbers down on my pages so that we know where we are. Okay, so this is number 2. You can also do that if you're getting a little bit mixed up. Okay, then at the top, we're going to start. It says, arrange the numbers from the smallest to the biggest. Now we've spoken about this in class. If a number is small, it means there are not that many. So if we had to pack out blocks for a small number, there would be fewer blocks than for a big number. Okay, so think about it. If I had 4 blocks packed out and I had 7 blocks packed out, which of the 2 would have more blocks? Okay, then if I also had a group of 3 blocks and a group of 2 blocks and a group of 8 blocks, we need to decide which of these is the smallest, because they want us to write the smallest one first. Okay, so have a look again at your numbers. Decide which of these numbers is the smallest number, which group would have the least blocks, and you write that number here. Okay, then you look at the rest of your blocks. You can also cross out your blocks. So let's say you've written the 2 down over here. You can cross it out with a pencil so you know you're not going to write the number 2 again. Okay, then we look at the rest of our blocks, or rest of our numbers. Which one would be the second smallest? You write it over here. Okay, you cross it out, and then you have a look at the rest that you have left over, which is going to be the next smallest number, which is going to be the next one. And lastly, you would have your biggest number, because it said smallest to biggest. So out of these, you would have your biggest number here and your smallest number here. Let's move on. Here are some more numbers. We have 10, 13, 15, 17, and 12. Again, if you're not sure, you can pack out objects in those sizes so that you can see which one is the smallest. Okay, the smallest number comes first, then the one that's just a little bit bigger than the last one. Okay, remember you can cross them out once you've written them. Then the which one comes next, which one comes next, and the last one is again going to be the biggest number. Okay, the smallest number and the biggest number. All right. Now the next one is again arranging numbers, but this time it says biggest to smallest. Okay, last time we had the smallest one first and the biggest one last. Now we have the biggest one first and the smallest one last. You can see with the pictures, the biggest elephant is first. Okay, here's our numbers: 7, 5, 10, 3, and 8. Now you have to see which is your biggest number and you write it in the first box. Okay, find the next one, which is just a little bit smaller than the last one. The next one's going to be a little bit smaller than the last one. Next one's again going to be a little bit smaller than the last one. And the last one is going to be the smallest number, because the smallest elephant was last. Okay. The next one is still biggest to smallest. Here's your next group of numbers: 12, 16, 10, 19, and 21. Okay, those are the numbers we're working with. You start with the biggest number. So out of these, choose your biggest one, write it in here. This one's going to be a little smaller than that one. It's the next one. This one's going to be a little smaller than that one. This one's going to be a little smaller than the previous one. And the last one is the smallest number out of these numbers. Okay, again, if you're struggling, pack out objects so that you can visually see which one has the most, which one is the biggest. Okay. Okay, remember, if you need time to complete it, just pause the video, complete your numbers, and then you can start the video again. Okay, moving on to the next one. Share the buttons into 2 equal groups. Okay, here's our buttons. They want us to share these buttons into 2 groups. So we're sharing it between 2 children. Okay, here's the one child's buttons and here's the other child's buttons. Okay, so this is like halving, because halving is in 2s. So first we need to know how many buttons we have. So let's count them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we have 12 buttons and we need to divide them in 2 groups. Now for some of you, when you hear 12, you will know what half of 12 is. So if you already know what half of 12 is, then you'll know how many to put in each, because you're going to put in half there and half there. Okay, but if you don't know what half of 12 is, that's fine. I want you to take 2 colors, 2 colored pencils or crayons. Okay, choose which 2 you want. And we're going to color them in. We're going to color half of them the one color and half of them the other color. Okay, and we're going to start on 2 opposite sides. So with the one color, you're going to start coloring here. Okay, let's say you chose red and blue. Okay, you're going to color 1 red and down at the bottom 1 blue. 1 red, okay, 1 blue, so that you have the same. So now you have 2 of each color. Okay, 1 red, 1 blue, so now you would have 3 of each color. Again, 1 blue, 1 red, so now you have 4 of each color. Okay, we'll go on to the next one. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 red, 1 blue. Okay, so now have a look. Make sure that you have the same number of buttons in each color. Count how many of your red ones and count how many of your blue ones. Okay, the number should be the same because they want it equal. Equal means the same. Alright, so now you know how many to draw here and how many to draw here. Draw the red ones and draw the blue ones. Okay, and it must be the same number. And when you plus these 2 together, it needs to give you 12. Okay, that's here at the bottom. It says, write a number sentence. Remember, a number sentence is a sum. Okay, so you're going to plus the ones that you did here. Write the number there. Okay, count how many you had here. Write the number there. These 2 numbers should be the same. Okay, and your answer should be all these buttons. Okay, and remember we said we had 12. So your answer must be 12. This plus this gives you this. Okay, well done. Now we're going to move on. Okay, to our next one. Our next one is sharing again. The same. Okay, it says share 11 biscuits evenly between 2 friends. I already see a small problem. 11 biscuits. Think about when we practice doubling and halving. Okay, can we halve 11 into 2 equal groups? Okay, let's have a look and see. So they've already told us that we have 11 biscuits. Okay, and again we need to divide them between 2 friends. So again, take your 2 colors. Okay, and you start coloring from the top and from the bottom in your two colors. So again, I'm going to choose red and blue. I would color this biscuit red and this biscuit blue. This biscuit red, this biscuit blue. Okay, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Okay, then you'll notice that you have one left. Okay, you have one biscuit. You can't color that biscuit both red and blue. Okay, we're not going to be breaking biscuits in half. That's an extra biscuit. Okay, so count how many you had blue, draw them over here. Count how many you had red, draw them over here. Okay, leave that one that you didn't color. Okay, don't color it and don't draw it here. It's an extra. So you draw your biscuits there, draw your biscuits there. Okay, let's quickly answer the questions. How many biscuits does each one get? So this is when you are going to count how many one child gets. Okay, that's the number you write there. Next, how many biscuits are left? Now remember, the ones that are left is the one that we didn't color in. Okay, how many did not get colored in? How many did not get to go to the children? You write that number over there. Okay. Write a number sentence. Again, this is a number sentence. It's a sum. We're going to use the numbers. Okay, so how many did we have here in the first box that you're going to write there? Plus, how many did we have in the second box? Okay, write it over there. And then we can't forget about the one that did not get colored in, the extra one. Okay, the one that was left. You write it over there. And then your answer is going to be how many biscuits there were all together. That's the number you're going to write over there. Okay, well done. Then we're moving on to page 3. Okay, put it down. Page 3. At the top, it says read and write the number names. Okay, we've been practicing number names. Okay, some of these are a little bit bigger than we've been practicing, but they've given them to us here, so we'll be able to write them in. Okay, you don't need to spell it on your own. You have the spelling. So I'm going to read for you what they say, and you can find where it goes. Okay, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's just like us counting in tens. Okay. Then next one says count forward. Okay, count forward. So sometimes I'll ask you to count forwards and sometimes I'll ask you to count backwards. This is counting forwards. Okay, it means the numbers are getting bigger. Okay, this starts by 22, 23, and you write the next one in. Starts at 27, 28. You're going to write in what comes after 28, and the next one, all the way till 35. Okay. Remember, if you are struggling, you can use your number chart from your flip file. Okay. Next one, 38, 39. Now this gets a little tricky because it's not a 30 number, it's the next one after 39. Okay, so have a look on your number charts if you can't remember. 38, 39, then you write the next numbers until 46. Okay, well done. Then the last activity on this page is how many toys are in the bag. Okay, that's a nice easy activity. Here is the bag of toys. All you need to do is count all the toys. Okay, if you're getting mixed up, remember you can either color them in as you count them, or you can just cross them out as you've counted them to make sure that you don't miss any toys. It says I count, and you write the number there. And then it also wants you to do the number name. That's the number in words. Okay, so you write the number name out neatly. Okay, that is the end of today's mathematics.